So today we've come to see Harecastle Tunnel. It's otherwise known as Chatterley Tunnel, and it has a length of 1,766 yards. It was constructed in 1848 and it was closed by 1965 due to diversionary route being required, which curved the line around Harecastle Hill and no longer requiring the middle and the longer southern tunnels. The reason for closure and the diversionary route being that electrification was being implemented on the West Coast Main Line and the tunnels was deemed unsuitable. Now the route did include a northern tunnel, a shorter one at 120 yards in length. Now this was kept in use because it was a cut and cover design, thus allowing the roof to be altered and electrification to be implemented. So we're going to make our way from the southern portal of the longer southern tunnel, but can we get all the way through, because there's an immense amount of orange gungy flooding, I've been told, in the middle of the tunnel. So let's see if we can get beyond that. Should we get to the other end, we'll then go and see if we can seek out the middle tunnel, the shorter middle tunnel at 180 yards in length. We'll then finish off with a walk from Kidsgrove over the tunnel, over the hill, see if we can find any shafts, and return to our starting point of the southern portal of the longer southern tunnel. So here it is, Harecastle, otherwise known as Chatterley Tunnel. That's well reinforced now, isn't it? That is unbelievable. Double gated, double fenced. It's still looking magnificent. Right in the centre, just there. I don't think you'll be able to see it. You can just make out an 1848 date stone. This refuge is huge, and it looks like it's been dug back twice. Look, there's like two different brickworks. You've got the usual width of the refuge, and then it's been done again. Look, it's really, really deep. This is the second one on the right and the third one in total. That is brilliant. The next one along on the right is a standard depth again. Look, so you can see in comparison the one we've just looked at, that is the width of that first section again, but it's the original back wall. It's just the standard design there, isn't it? What are the chances of that being in that exact spot? I wondered what on earth it was as I was getting closer to it. It'll eventually move, and the vibrations of the dropping, it'll just push it to one side. There's some interesting colours just here on this section, not on the wall. There's like a white, I don't know, is it? Oh yeah, ooh, it's like salt. Weird. Make sure I wash my hands when I come out, as I always do. Right below. That's got number 33 on it, so whether that's refuge 33, I'm unsure. If the numbers started at the other end, maybe. Some nice colours there, and yes, this could be convenient. I think I might take that with me. And when we get to the... They've got wellies on, look. I think I'm probably going to need them a little bit later on. And this could be useful for poking around. Right, so there's the first shaft, and this scaffolding's been here for as long as I can remember when I've seen photos of it and previous videos. I'm unsure what it really is doing. No ladders up to it, so no climbing. Let's push on. So about every 2 metres there's these little gaps up there. Yeah. There's another one there. Another one there. And it goes on and on and on. And we think it might be for where they may have trialled the electricity for the overhead cables before it was abandoned. So there's a drain down there, look, and that is going to drain into the original canal tunnel that closed in 2014, and it must go underneath the track bed. All the way under here somewhere. Right, look at that, we can see all the way down there. Now if that drains into the canal, it sort of like seems to go uphill. They're all laughing at me behind because my bum's sticking out. Yeah, but that's absolutely crazy. But above it, look, it's all just flat rock. It's perfectly flat. So look who's just arrived. It's Steve from Haddon.
Saving rent again.
Yeah, saving rent. And you know what you're doing here?
Well, the old landlord kicked me out.
Yeah.
Right, fell back in money. So this is me relocating.
Right.
It's actually a nice place.
Right,
I would recommend.
Put kettle on for us.
Right, kettle on.
So Steve's gone in there and he's turned up in his Hawaiian shorts in the appropriate gear, and he's going caving. We're not sure whether it's just leave him there or pick him up in a couple of days. Where are you, Steve?
I'm kind of halfway there.
Can you make sure you get a coffee?
Yeah, we'll see what we can get. There may be some newts or something. You might see it further up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it does actually veer towards the right hand side.
Curves, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Oh man.
Everything's pretty solid, but again there is the water table level.
Yeah.
So it does actually go along and round towards the right.
Brilliant. Right, let's get out.
Yeah.
So, it's a massive repair job gone off up there. There's a huge crack, and there's just a big grate there helping it along its way. Look at that, just holding it up. So we found this look, it's like a rung what you stand on or you hold on to. Now it's in a refuge, let me hold the light. And what we think it is, was it there for you to hold on to? So that, you know, if a train was shooting through from either direction, was it there, you know, just to prevent the G-forces from whipping you out? That's potentially what it was. It's at arm level. It's dirty as well. So this is the point where we need the wellies. And the wellies are still clean, look at that, that's pretty good. We're about 500 yards from the end, and it's going to turn into this look. This is where stuff gets a little bit messier.
Yeah, we've got some waste.
Look at that. So it looks like there's been some core drilling here where they took samples of the rock and of the mud to see the different layers. There's a few of them scattered around. So obviously some investigations going on into the quality of this tunnel. Right, we're coming up to another huge body of water. It's not as orange as the last lot. Opportunity to clean the wellies, but then I've got to walk back through it again, haven't I? So So just on the curve of the tunnel, it's a very, 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 very slight curve, and there's a big hole there. They've been digging for something, look.
Somebody's been down there.
Yeah,
Mushrooms.
there's no drainage or anything. So that's it, we're at the other end. There is another little tunnel just through there. If we do that, we can just see the cutting as the line would have carried on. I don't think there's a... well, we might get through there. No, that's no good. I can't really get you to see it any better. Hang on a minute. Right, so yeah, so that's the cutting. There is another little tunnel up there, which we can't get to, and we're not going to start climbing over stuff. So I'm on Boat Horse Lane in Kidsgrove now, and we're at the far end of where all the tunnels would have come out, the north entrances. So I'm going to make my way back over the top now and see what relics we can find. So I'm out at the Kidsgrove end now, and that is the middle tunnel. Look, you can just see the abandoned portal down there. If we look the other way, the track bed would take us on towards the active line and onto the third tunnel and on towards Kidsgrove Station. There you go, that's looking the opposite way. So the current configuration of the active line is that concrete structure just to the left as I tilt the camera that way. The line is going that way, but the former track bed is down there, empty and abandoned on the right. Right, so this is absolutely brilliant. I'm now stood on top of the northern portal of the abandoned Harecastle Tunnel, where we've just been down below, haven't we? You've seen earlier on in this video. Look at the track bed down there. I never had an idea that we could get here. And there's even some old permanent way access steps going down, look. I think we're going to have a try and get down there, don't you? Come on. Slowly does it. There it is, look at that. That is absolutely fantastic. Now from what I can see, it's double gated. There's another gate inside the gate. I'll get you closer, you might be able to see. Yeah, look at that. So that's been done since we were in there last year, because this was the fencing that we were looking at from the inside. So we've got a nice short bit of track bed, look. There's the obligatory Tesco trolley, and it's looking back at our Harecastle portal. Let's have a wander down, because I've never seen this before, any pictures of this. So I'm surprising actually with how easy it was to get down here. So there's some kind of like retaining wall on the left hand side, look, and quite a bit of rubble. I wonder what was stood just here. Some sort of, there's no signal box out here, was there? Maybe? Anybody know? Quite a lot of brickwork there, look. And make our way through, we've got a wall on the right as well, look, which is going to take us towards our very short middle tunnel. Right, so that's what it looks like inside the middle tunnel. I didn't bring any kind of torch with me today because I didn't expect to be doing this, but you can kind of see inside it. I should be able to light it up a little bit. So the portal at the other end, it's very, very short this is. The portal at the other end is where I was just stood above, where it joined onto the main line at Kids Grove. Well and truly fenced up as well, as you can see, because we don't want nobody going through this one and onto the active line, do we? The way that tree's fell and it's just balanced there, isn't it? Quite a steep rock face as well on both sides. You don't see it, but right now I can hear a train coming. So there you go, steam at Harecastle Tunnel. It's now time for a quick brew. Look at that. Never lets me down. Right, had me coffee. Let's leave this behind and see if we can find anything else up top as we make our way back towards the south portal. So here I am now, directly above the middle tunnel portal, where we've just been stood down below. We can get around here, look. Let's have a quick nosy around here. Curious lines in the stones, look. Ooh, gnats everywhere, whatever they are. Little bricks, aren't they? Something was laid here recently, look. Some heavy planks, and I'll just tip the camera over. You can see the tunnel now right about there, and here we are at the other end. I should just be able to, I don't want to fall, so I'm just going to show you that view there. But before I leave, it does look as if that's been repaired, reinforced, because there's evidence up here, look, of all the original coping stones. Look at these. So that must be one that was off the corner of the tunnel, of the abutment. And look at this. See, that would have been the top, wouldn't it? So it's laid on its side. There's all manner of them. Look at this. And it's quite a find, isn't it, that? So that's clearly where the tunnel structure has been repaired and they've been replaced. As if I nip back down again just to show you where that's been done recently, look, in the last few years. All that has been replaced. And this again just shows you how deep that cutting actually is. So there's the south longer Harecastle Tunnel, just out of sight behind that tree. And the middle one, you can't see it. You just make out some of the wall there in the middle. It's behind those bushes. It's a long way down. Okay, there, look, found a shaft. I'm not sure if it's the first one or the second one along the route. It's nice that we found one, isn't it? I'm going to see if I can fire the drone up and have a look. I've not yet had a chance to foot the drone up yet, but the first shaft we've just seen is there. I can already see the next one, and it's just over there. You might be able to see it. so I couldn't really get any closer to that other shaft where I flew the drone over. So I'm a bit further along now, and over there's a motocross circuit or field, and I know there's another shaft in there as well. Now if there's anywhere safe to take off, I'll give it a whirl. Right, I do hope you enjoyed this video looking at the Harecastle Chatterley tunnels, going through it inside and then coming back over the top to see at least 2 or even 3 of the shafts, didn't we? Yeah, 3 of them. Got close up to 2 of them. So, you know, like, subscribe and comment below. Any suggestions, throw them at me. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.